Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you'd think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing, walking around on those, what do you call them? Oh, feet. Flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping, dancing, strolling along on those, what's that word again? Street. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, under a tree. Wish I could be part of that world. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? What would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Betcha on land they understand, but they don't reprimand their daughters. Bright young women, sick of swimming, ready to stand. I'm ready to know what the people know. Ask them some questions and get some answers. What's a fire? And what does it do? What's that word? Burn. When's it my turn? Wouldn't I love to explore that shore up above? Out of the sea, wish I could be part of that world. Don't you guys want to be a part of that world too? How are you guys doing? You guys like it? You like my whole like Little Mermaid vibe, huh? You like that? Do you have seashells covering your nips, cat? I don't. But you know what? I got little diamonds. You know why? Because I'm a rich bitch. I'm a rich bitch. Little Mermaid narwhal. That's what I am. I'm a narwhal mermaid. You didn't know we existed, did you? Yes. Yes, I'm a narwhal mermaid. Hi, everybody. I'm so glad to see you, neighbor. Well, hi, Susan Mills. How are you? How's everybody doing? You look perfect today. Thank you, Justin. I did my makeup a little different. Look at my eyelashes. You like that? Do you like it? I don't like seeing it. I'm not upset, Lyd. I want to say, how are you all doing? That's my all-time favorite Disney movie. Of course it is, Adam. Of course it is. You're a little girl, aren't you? Little girl deep down inside. Anyway, you guys, where's Sheriff? Interestingly enough, Sheriff wants to come back next Wednesday. So I'm going to let him come back, okay? We'll have a little conversation, okay? But you know what? Today, you guys, okay, so today is my Trough Talk show, right? I do have something to eat. I did not tell our guest. I don't know if you remembered. It's really, I mean, as long as I'm eating, right? Because I'm the hog. Okay, so what I have is I have a can of mackerel fillets. Yes, I do. All the way from Wales, actually from Scotland by way of Wales. And I mean, what else does a mermaid eat but fish, right? So I'm going to be having mackerel fillets. Also, I have, my customary drink, but no alcohol today, okay? No alcohol. I'm just going to be having sparkling water. Me and Marquina have an event to go to. Right after we are done with this show, the show is going to be for an hour, okay? So after that, I'm going to get up. I'm going to put on my my regular everyday wear, And then we're going to go to an event. So that'll be a lot of fun, people. Jennifer, you think my hair is beautiful? Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, it's fillets. I understand. You guys call it fillets in the UK. Wheelchair Girl is with us. Honey, I hope you're good. I'm glad everything's working out for you guys. Wheelchair Girl is having a little problem with her fetus, okay? Well, I don't know if it was with her fetus or if it was with her vagina, but anyway, things are great now. She's going to go home. She's going to have, some bed rest, and we're all going to join her virtual baby shower on October 14th. We will give you more information as the day comes closer, okay? Also, I want to say, one of our hog family, Chrissy, she lost a family member, and if she wants you guys to know, she'll tell you, but she's really going through it. So I want to say, I'm really sorry, Chrissy, what you're going through, okay? Anyway, so today we have Peter Perfect. Peter Perfect is a newer internet personality. I really don't know a whole lot about him, so I'm hoping to learn more about him today. I mean, his name kind of tells us a lot already. So you guys be prepared for perfection, okay? Perfection, okay? So, oh, Chrissy. Yeah, there's Chrissy right there. I'm so sorry, dear. Okay, so here is Perfect Peter, you guys. Welcome him to the show. Hi, Perfect Peter.
Why, hi, hello, Agatha. How are you? You look beautiful today, as usual.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You look handsome yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So Perfect Peter. So tell us about yourself. I mean, I don't know if you want to tell us where you're from. I mean, we don't want your address or anything, because someone might send you some shitty underwear like they sent me.
No, definitely. I don't want any sockers, because I'm perfect. And so,
Okay.
a lot of times when, I talk and I give advice to people, they will try to locate me. So I have to be very careful of that, of course. But I live in the northern region of the United States of America. I guess I can say the state is Ohio.
Okay.
And yeah, so that's where I live. Mm-hmm.
Good. So Peter, when did you know you were perfect?
Well, I found out, just through a series of just growing up and being that boy that was bashed in the locker rooms and made fun of all the time. I came to the realization that I just didn't want to give a fuck anymore about what people thought about me. So
Right.
I wanted to speak my truth and allow my voice to be heard. I think everyone on here, whether you love me, hate me, they love you, hate you, whatever, they have a right to express their feelings in their voice, and we have the right to agree to disagree.
Well, of course we do. So you're not one of these people that just because you don't agree with someone, you get rid of them.
No, absolutely not. I've never blocked anyone. Never.
Well, no. Well, because I'm sure you're secure in your perfection, aren't you?
Absolutely. Yeah, very secure in my perfection. Very.
Peter, is it cold where you live? I noticed your collar is.
Well, actually, Agatha, for you, I had to get made up because you're just a huge influence in my life, and it's just such an honor to be here. I mean, just getting the opportunity to speak with you for a few moments or an hour just is exhilarating for me. So I had to dress special for you.
Now, Peter, you have a pretty strong prescription, don't you?
Oh, you mean my medications?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your spectacles.
Oh yeah, well yes. My eyes are perfect. Only I use my glasses so I can see better and articulate. I can't see comments, people. So I just want to say hello to anybody who's watching. I know a lot of people are going to come in today, so I just wanted to say hi to everybody. But yeah, I have to wear glasses so I can see better. But my eyes are perfect though. Well, it's everyone else's eyes that are not perfect.
Well, what's better than perfect is more perfect.
Right.
You're making them more perfect. Somebody said Harry Potter after COVID-19.
Oh, okay. Well, that is, that's a fair assumption. I mean, I kind of look like the glasses and stuff like that. And, with the exception of Daniel Radcliffe, I heard that he's very hung. So
really?
I'm very proud to boast that I have a 2-inch penis. I'm very proud of this. So that's something that I'm, known for. People know that. But yeah, no, I can see with the similarities between me and Harry Potter in a
Yeah.
lot of ways. I'm just like him, very magical too.
Now, yes. Now, 2 inches is that's kind of. I mean, some people think 1 is the perfect number, but 2 would be better.
Oh,
Um,
yes.
now is that hard or soft?
Hard. That's erect. Yes. And I'm very proud of those 2 inches. Every two of those 2 inches. Yes.
Now, is that penis or does that include foreskin as well?
Well, Hagatha, you probably might be larger than me with your clitoral tunnel than I am because it's 2 inches and it's I can see your post that you put up here. Micropeter. Yeah, micropeter, I mean, I get a lot of flack for that, but that's really the only thing. Other than that, I mean, and even that's perfect. I mean, it works perfectly. It's like a light switch. It
Now,
even looks like one.
are you a heterosexual? I'm assuming. Well, you are a male. You identify as male.
I have a penis, Hagatha, but I'm actually asexual. Okay, and to explain that, it's like I'm asexual because I'm too perfect to like have animal instincts like most of you guys do. I don't have to worry about sexual prowess and stuff because I'm above that innate nature in us human beings. I don't have to have sex. I'm too perfect.
Okay, now, I'm Peter. I don't like to get too graphic on here.
Oh, that's okay.
Do you have any sexual pleasures at all that you enjoy?
Um, no, I really, I live with my mom and
Uh-huh.
I'm 48. And so I even if I did, it would have to be, like masturbate. And if I do that, it's once maybe every 3 months just to clear out the fluids from my doctor might, tell me to do that. And I just use tweezers because my fingers are too thick.
That's what I was going to ask because I've heard it is a good thing to drain the pipes once in a while for prostate health.
Oh, yes. And my doctor has advised that too. I was trying to read what you had pinned. I do have some of my friends are watching. That's wonderful. Oh, Peter
Oh,
is missing out. No, I see some of these posts.
can you see them on? I don't know what it looks like on your screen, but you probably see Facebook ones on the
Yeah.
screen. Okay.
Yeah, I can only see Facebook comments, but I see my friend Chris Piper's on there. He probably is really embarrassed that I mentioned his name. And then that Lid came into our live the other night, and she was slamming the guys. I mean, I don't know if she's a lesbian or what, but yeah, Chris is in here. A lot of people are in here, so it's good to see them.
Yeah, I put Chris Piper up again. Yes, drain the pipes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, so Peter, so you said you live with your mother. Are you employed?
Yes and no. I work part-time at McDonald's because it's
Okay.
the perfect job. And I flip burgers. I'm in the burger station. So once in a while I'll come home late from my burger station and I'll do a live video and get on to appease the people. It's kind of, I look at it as my way of giving back to the world, something I can do to bless others and to grace them with my presence. And then I just, go to bed feeling good at night. Go to bed with, putting my pillow to my head.
There's a woman in Cattle. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming she's a female. I don't know. So Peter is a transgender woman.
No, I'm not a transgender woman. I have a penis and a biological penis. It's 2 inches.
Proud transsexual for Trump. Is that Lid?
Lid, yeah, that was Lid. She was in my live the other day, and she was quite randy with a couple of my friends.
Is
She
she?
was actually hitting on them.
And she's a transsexual?
I don't know if she is or not. I don't know how she identifies. I think she's a heterosexual female, for what I know. Hagatha.
Chrissy says I need to catch some of Peter's self-confidence. What do you think is what do you think gives you so much self-confidence, Peter?
Hagatha, this is the truth. I've learned a lot from you, believe it or not.
Really?
Really, in watching you over this time, I've in my character, or I'm sorry, I'm relatively new to the streaming world, but
Right.
I've learned a lot, and I've learned that it's time for us to just exalt, to say what we want to say, to have a platform, to be able to speak our minds, and to have a voice, and everybody deserves that right. I think it's a fundamental right that we
Well,
all deserve.
well, right. And you know what? You're in control of your own voice. This social media allows us to be in control of our own voice, our own image, our own opinions and stuff. And a lot of people really don't take that opportunity to do that, from what I've seen.
Absolutely. And
Um,
I've learned a lot from you just in that small
um,
time.
Peter, I'm about to taste my mackerel fillet.
That looks yummy.
Mm.
See, my meals are very scheduled, so I didn't bring one today. Oh, sorry.
You know what? This is actually very good. This is very good. It tastes like curry. There's curry in here. This
Oh,
is.
that sounds good.
I hope
I
I
don't
can.
eat meat.
What's that?
I'm a pescatarian.
Oh, what does that mean? Maybe you can explain it to us.
I eat seafood. And I once in a while I'll eat chicken or turkey.
Really? Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I consider myself vegan fluid. Um,
Yes.
I that allows me to be fluid really between carnivorism and veganism. So that's what I do. And but I anybody who okay, this is actually very good. The mackerel fillets are very good. They're made with curry and some other spices. They're very delicious. Peter, do you have a love interest? No, no, no. You said you're asexual, but do you have a relationship, a romantic relationship?
No, I
Oh,
do not.
are you
No.
when you masturbate? Do you what do you think about?
Um, well, it's more or less to release the fluids. So, as I said before, my doctor really wants me to be clean down there. I wanted to kind of show this bracelet too because I got this from a lovely person that was very kind. My best friend, and I wanted,
Oh,
and her name's Melissa, and she's in here right now.
oh,
But
Melissa,
yeah,
Melissa, how generous of you.
she was so sweet to send this to me, and I cherish it, and I try to wear it on every live that I go on. But
Oh, that does it. Do you do an OnlyFans type of thing? Um,
I just have a page and I have a small following right now, and I'm just trying to grow that a little bit. And basically, we sit around and we talk and we have a good time.
Because if you were to, I guarantee you'd probably get a bigger following if you had an OnlyFans, and maybe you maybe showed people your 2-incher and showed them how to actually clean the pipes out.
Oh, that's a good idea. I should indeed. I should try that sometime.
Yeah. Now, on top of okay, now I understand. Wait, is it hard to maintain an erection at your age? Lid Bond would love to know.
Oh, me? Absolutely. It's very easy. There's not much blood flow that's necessary for me.
Okay, Lid.
Again, I'm very proud of that 2 inches, but it doesn't take much to fill up 2 inches of penis.
No, it doesn't. And it's funny because even in your a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of men who suffer from micropenis, and in some cases 2 inches is actually hung.
Yeah, absolutely. Like when I stand up, I always have a tent. It makes me look like, people always think I'm really well hung because they see a bulge, but they don't realize it's just sticking straight out.
It's the head that
Right.
the head pokes out, and it creates a tent.
Exactly.
I understand that because really, let's say if you had a big long one, it would go down your pant leg, and you really wouldn't see it unless you wore tight pants or unless you kind of bent and you saw like a snake being bent in the
Yeah.
pant leg.
And might I say that Marquina has a very large fupa.
Um,
I caught that episode.
yeah, the taco exposure was completely by accident, and because Marquina is actually a modest lady, and I heard about it. I heard about it afterwards, and I had to edit that out.
And I heard Dale has photos.
Dale had he must have got screenshots. I saw Adam on here, but I haven't seen Dale. Peter, what have you ever had a sexual relationship?
Yes, I have had more than one.
Really? And were they with women or men?
To answer Christy's question, I do have a big mushroom tip, and I've had sexual experiences with both women and men. Being as perfect as I am, as I was developing through my youth, I had to experience both to know what I liked.
Right.
So, and then of course I actualize to this perfection that I don't need sex in any capacity to satisfy me, because I'm above the innate natural sexual rambunctious instincts of animals.
Okay. Now, let's say when you were with a woman, what can you tell us? What sort of activities you did with her?
Well, I performed everything. I can tell. I don't want to be too graphic, but I could explain something on here that might be too graphic. But yes, when I was with a female, it was very yeah, it was a turnoff. Let's just put it like that. I don't want to be mean. I think I had more. I was more pleasurable, I think, with male.
Really?
Yes.
And what?
If I'm honest, and of course I'm always honest, and I don't lie, and I've never lied, and that's not a lie.
Right. And honesty is perfection. A form of perfection.
Absolutely. Yes. And I've
What
never lied, and I don't lie about lying. And that's not a lie either.
what sort of activities did you have with men?
I had pretty much every activity with the man in all different scenarios and situations, as you can imagine, one can imagine. And I found it a little bit more pleasurable, but still it just didn't satisfy.
Um, were you the giver or the receiver?
I have both.
Yeah.
Both. And
Did
I can't believe that I actually have family members that might be watching right now.
okay. Okay. Chanel said I would like to test out the 2-incher.
Oh, Chanel, if you'd like to test it out, the best thing I could say is I love the self-lubricating body press, because the best thing I could say is to just like and share Perfect Peter, and or like and follow and subscribe, and you can learn a lot more about me, and maybe we could meet up. But I would do it for you if you were going through a stage where you needed to experience that great pleasure of the 2 inches, but I wouldn't do it for any other reason but to help you out.
Well, yeah, that would. I mean, and really, helping people is probably one of the most perfect things one can do.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's. I mean, you know what I'm going to do, Peter? I'm going to put your link in here. And if people want to come and they want to see you, and maybe they could write to you privately to maybe get a picture of the 2-incher. I don't
Oh,
know.
absolutely.
Do you shave? Do you shave around the 2-incher?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Because it's perfect to just have skin.
Yes. Yes. I have hardwood floors, so there's no carpet.
Yeah, people will ask me that. Does the carpet match the drapes? I'm like, no, it's just the carpet is brown with gray. It's in a little bit of orangey red color.
Yeah. And I noticed that in my older age too. My chest hairs are starting to get a little gray, but I shave those too. I don't like hair.
And how your relationship with your mother? How is that?
Oh, right now it's a little stressful. She gets a little angry with me, getting online, and with all my I do sell crystals, but I do that on the side, and it's overwhelming because boxes are coming from China every day and all over the world, and she gets a little bit stressed.
And so you said the boxes come from China. Do children pack the crystals, or little maybe Asian women, or it's irrelevant to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who packs them.
Yeah.
But I do. If I knew that something was going amiss, running amiss, I would definitely be ethically correct and try to be as ethical as possible. One of the things I really love to do is I love to make people laugh. I think laughter is one of the best medicines. So if I can make someone just laugh just for a moment, I think I've done my job.
Well, yeah, laughter's a wonderful thing. The person who has said wants to know, is it crystal meth?
Crystal meth?
Yes.
What about crystal meth?
Is that the kind of crystal you deal in?
Oh, no. Rock crystals like these. I'm actually in a small space, right? I wanted to be more relaxed for you rather than being down in a larger space. But I sell like crystal and metaphysical items,
Oh,
like
that was
sage.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Yeah.
Sage, abalone shells, quartz crystal clusters, things like that.
Um, what would you do with that sage? Would you
Well,
like season your spaghetti or your stovetop stuffing with it? Or
Well, Hagatha, for you, since you worship and pray to the goddess, you
yes.
could use something like this as, you light the sage and then you go around and smudge and you cleanse the air around you. So it's perfect. And you
Well,
can do that and pray to your goddess in your lesbian circle,
do
prayer
you
circle.
now when you talk about smudging, do I use it like as a pen and I smudge something on the wall?
No, no, just the
Oh,
smoke.
oh, so the smoke will fill up an area and cleanse it of negativity.
Yes, of negativity, any evil spirits or anything like that.
Um, somebody's asking if you're into Wicca.
No, actually, I'm not, and that's funny because I've heard even you say a couple times that I'm witchy. I'm really not witchy. I was born a Christ. I was raised. Hi, Denise. Oh my God, you're watching. Oh my God, how almost embarrassing.
Oh,
Um,
hi, Miss
one of
Denise.
my friends is watching. Denise Tiller, how are you?
Oh,
uh,
Denise, look at you.
yes, maybe this was published to my home. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, no, what was I suffer from ADD though. What was the question again?
Um, we.
Witchy?
Oh, you said I called you witchy, and you're not really a Wiccan or anything like that.
No, no, I'm not a witch or anything like that. Although I do fun reading. I do readings for people, and I even brought my cards just in case you wanted one. So, but I do
Really?
do yeah.
You
So
want
they're fun.
James Steele says, "Oh wow, his gut is." Do you have a fabulous gut that we don't know about?
Oh, James, thank you so much. Fabulous God. I don't know. Maybe he wants me to stand up to see if I'm wearing like dress pants, but I do have, COVID-19 is adequately named.
Yeah.
It's put on 19 pounds at least for me since the quarantine gone has begun. And my mother is very, very, paranoid about it. So
Yeah.
I'm not. I really am not. I'm so perfect that I don't care. I think I already had it anyway.
Well, what about and you work at McDonald's. What's your favorite thing to eat from McDonald's, or do you even eat there anymore?
Oh, I can't eat there.
Yeah,
No, maybe a milkshake.
really. And if has is that your first job? Like you've had that job since you were 16, or what?
I actually worked with people with developmental disabilities before that,
Okay,
and yeah.
I did that. I worked in a home with people who they lived there, and then they would go out to school and come back, and they were developmentally disabled. I had people that just did some really odd things that I don't think people could even understand that people would do these things. But I think a lot of people take their mental health for granted, and they have really no idea.
Oh, I've worked with pedophiles. I mean, I've worked with the whole gamut. You name it.
Oh, really? Um,
Yeah.
Scott Young has a question. Can Peter sing?
I I could try. I would love to try. I mean, I would give it a chance. What would Scott? Would you like me to sing something? What would you like me to sing?
Do you are have you ever done karaoke?
Um, yes, I have.
Um, Christopher Cooley says, I love McDonald's breakfast.
Oh, Christopher, then come over anytime you'd like, and I'll give you a free breakfast. We won't tell the manager.
Um, Peter, what Scott Young said he would like for you to sing WAP. Well, do you know what that song is?
I think I know what WAP stands for in my intellect, but I don't know the song. I don't know the words to the song. Um, it's some rap song. I believe it's with persons of color.
Yes, they're black ladies. Yes, they're black ladies.
Hmm.
Um,
And that's one thing I wanted to mention, Hagatha. How do you do it? I noticed when I'm on my platform, I can't use like certain words. Like persons of color, they can use the N word, and I can't. If I would do that, Facebook would have me shut down, thrown in jail, and locked up. And it really doesn't make sense. I watch videos all the time where people are saying N with the R at the end and everything, and they're
uh,
people of color, and they get away with it. How is that? Why is
I
that the case?
You know what? I've never done that. I don't use the hard R. Okay. What it is I'll sing a song, and I'll only say that word if it's in the song, because I look at that as permission from the artist, who is a black lady. It's like, well,
Right.
this is my song, and I want the world to hear it, and I want them to sing it. I want them to buy it ultimately. So I mean, if you're gonna buy something, I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna, not just use half of the song. I'm gonna use the whole song. And
Perhaps.
plus, plus I am 1% African, and I think that might save me.
I'm
I
2%.
Are you really? Wow.
Yes.
I was 1% more and I lost it. Um,
Really?
yes, I did. The Ancestry DNA does these updates once in a while. And when they do it, it'll rearrange, it'll start changing the numbers in your ethnicities. And I
Well,
lost.
they're certainly not perfect.
No, they're not. What they need is they need everybody really to do it, so they can then get all the samples and they can really study everything. But some people think that's just a way for people to get your DNA so they can clone you. I can understand why people would want to clone me. But
Yes.
why just an average person? I don't know. And I mean, I'm sure they would love to clone perfection like you, Peter.
Of course. Yes. I mean, that's why when I leave, like if I go somewhere, like I will have everything sanitized. I'm like Madonna after a tour. She has
Oh,
her whole set sanitized.
oh Lord. Well, it's like COVID. I guess it's good for COVID, isn't it?
Yes,
Peter,
definitely.
people are expressing a desire for you to give me a reading.
Oh, I would love to. I
Okay.
brought a brand new deck in. And the funny thing is, this is the first time I've used this deck. So, but I will do one for you, Hagatha, if you'd like to. Would be
Okay.
happy to.
Yeah. I'd like
Okay, great.
I'd like to see how you do it. I have my own way of doing it.
Do you?
I have my own cards, and I'm going to start doing it again. But no one's done it for me.
Oh, see, everybody, the people that I associate with, they always say, could you do readings? Could you do readings? So, yeah, so I invested in a few cheap Chinese knockoffs of tarot
Oh,
cards and oracle cards.
oh,
So I will just do one for you
oh,
if
good.
I can open this up.
Oh, you could do it. You're perfect.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I almost forgot.
Danielle says brought his 2-inch deck for you, Hoggy.
Well, Hagatha, you are fascinating and adorable, and I don't know how many people would not want to keep their hands off you because it would be very hard.
Now, Peter, I don't really, do you have any animals? Do you have any pets?
Well, actually, I do. I guess Mom must have let the dogs out in the back because I can hear them barking, and they drive me nuts.
Well, you know what? You just answered the question of who let the dogs out. Who? Who? It was Mom.
Exactly.
Right.
Right. So here's a card that I pulled for you.
Okay.
And normally when I do this, I center first and I ground. I get out the black tourmaline, the black obsidian, and I make sure that like a little light, a candle's lit. So I'm just going to assume and just send energy to the universe right now that there's no negative energy, that everything's positive and beautiful in between us and everyone. And I just picked a card at random.
Okay.
And the card is really, really actually appropriate. And this is the card, this angel card, and it says, have confidence. And this is for you. And it says, moving forward does not necessarily require you have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with all you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will buoy your courage and faith. Buoy, like,
Oh,
and I
like
think this is the angels talking to you.
like a buoy in an ocean.
Yes, buoy. Yeah,
So it knows I'm a narwhal.
it must.
I'm
It
seeing
must.
I'm seeing that connection.
I do.
Oh wow, how neat! What that was a brand new deck and everything.
Yeah, yeah, and there's different ones. If there's anybody on that would like a reading, or I don't know if we have time for it, but
Yeah.
I see Tammy on here. Hi, Tammy.
You want to do one for Tammy?
Let's if she would like one. Tammy, would you like a reading? Tammy Eccles, Morrissey.
She said, "Yep."
He's my friend. Tammy is my friend. She's such a sweetheart. She's so loving. Okay, Tammy, I'm going to pick a card for you. And this card is the top card, and it says play. Tammy, I think I already know what this is. You work so hard. Tammy works with people with developmental disabilities, by the way.
Oh, bless
So,
her heart.
so Tammy, this one's for you. Hey, Andrew, how are you, buddy? Tammy, play. Beloved one, it is time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry, we will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, and laughter will lift your energy so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and heightened energy. And it said gaiety, which is interesting because Tammy doesn't identify as a lesbian, but perhaps she is. I call her a cover puncher on the show all the time. So
Really?
maybe I'm onto something with you, Tammy.
Yeah, maybe there's a hidden part of her that we don't know about.
There could be. Tammy, are you a carpet muncher now?
Oh. Honey Layer says, "I need any inches."
Honey Layer. Honey, do you not have a penis? Are you a female or biological female?
Oh. The You know what? Adam would like one. Adam in Wales would like one.
Oh, I would love to give Adam one. I've been wanting to give Adam one for a long time.
Oh.
Here. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Dale.
This is for Adam or Dale?
It's for Adam.
Okay, Adam, let me shuffle the deck. Okay, you guys won't see this, but I'm actually going to shuffle a deck like you do a deck of cards, like when you're playing, right? All right. And I'm going to take the top card off for you, Adam, and we're going to clear the energies, and we're going to only allow love and light and kindness in this, and we're going to read this. Perfect timing. You got perfect timing, okay? I'm going the opposite way here. Okay, perfect timing. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations, Adam. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome.
Well, that's lovely. You know, Peter, I have a question. Now, when I read my cards, I notice something different happens than what most people who read theirs. I tend to get negative readings. And I'm wondering, do you ever get bad readings?
Well, when I do my intuitive readings, those are a little different, Hagatha. I do those on my page, Perfect Peter. If you come on and you ask for reading, I will give you a reading. They're of no charge. And then if it's intuitive and we're just doing it on the fly, it would be a little bit different. And it might be based a little bit on the knowledge of the person, but it typically is different than the cards. The cards are a little bit guiding, if you will.
When I do it, I always see visions of sexual scenarios.
You know, it always goes that way with my crowd. People just like to go sexual. It's that everything just turns so sexual all the time, and I don't know why.
It seems like when I do my cards, it's usually for women. They become I bring out the woman's hidden fantasies of usually multiple partners and aggressive hardcore situations that a lot of women tend to hide from the males in their lives. And I see that, and I give them the readings. And you know what, there's been times that the women have said how accurate they were, that they really do like scenarios of, like, you know, hardcore gang situations and things like that.
Wow.
And they say it's true, it happens. They really have these secret fantasies.
Wow.
What's her Boriqua Adams? She would like you. She would like you to pull her a card.
Okay, I'll be happy to do that. Bariqua. Okay, I'm sorry I can't see the comments very well, but I will definitely pull you a card, Bariqua. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Let me shuffle them up.
Peter, somebody, and I don't understand this. He will break his nose if he walked into a wall.
That's probably in reference to me being. I'm Greek, so I have a large nose.
Oh, really?
She's probably talking about my no, my Pinocchio-looking nose. It looks pretty
Oh,
long. So
I don't,
maybe that's what she means.
imagine if you did lie.
She's trying to be slanderous towards me, and I think that's kind of imperfect. But that's okay.
Um, so you're Greek, so are you hairy?
Oh yes, that's what part of the reason why I shave.
So you kind of look like a bear with a patch that's bald around
Well,
the
well,
nut.
I shave. I manscape.
Oh, the whole thing?
Yes,
Like
yes.
you get body waxed?
I used to get waxes, and I used to wax my back, but now that I've
Oh,
gotten older, I don't give a shit anymore.
is the hair dark or did it turn gray?
Dark, and it's starting to turn gray on my chest, so I
Oh,
don't like that. It makes me feel very aged.
do you like to be pet?
Sure. I
Yeah.
guess it depends on who's petting me. I wouldn't mind it. I'm not like a germaphobe like my friend Melissa.
Melissa's on here. She's germaphobe.
Yeah.
Is that
So I just outed her.
Lombardo?
A bear with a patch. Chris is laughing. Yeah, Melissa Lombardo. She's my best friend, and she is my administrator. She's my carry to you.
Oh, how sweet. Oh, that's so, you know what? These ladies, they really they like to step up and help out, don't they?
Oh yeah, and she
Yeah.
gets free rock for that.
Really?
Yeah,
Like you mean as you said rock?
yeah, I like free crystal.
Like crack rock?
No,
Oh,
no,
no.
crystal. Oh no, crystal cluster, Agatha. No, crystal
Okay.
cluster.
You know,
Cluster.
a cluster, I had a cluster of hemorrhoids removed once.
Did you?
Yes, that's that when people and I hear the word cluster, I always think of that.
Mm.
Cassandra Johnson says they should get married. You and Melissa?
With that, we would make a wonderful couple. But unfortunately, Melissa is happily married with a man with a 9-inch dong and very taut balls. Oops. I don't know if her significant other's watching, so I should watch what I say. But she's married with a very well endowed man.
Melissa, then you must have a cave for a vagina, don't you?
She does. Melissa's just it's just super, expansive.
Is it like I bet when she's walking down the street and it's windy, you hear a sound like the sound of someone blowing through a shell.
Perhaps.
Yeah, like that wasn't a conch shell where they blow into it. Is
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it sounds like that, Melissa, does it? I mean, I'm not judging you. I'm just trying to get a good picture of what's going on. Yeah, Chris Piper said Michelle has a cave.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
she must gape all day long.
I think Melissa, I hope you're not mad at me. I see that you wrote, "Oh my God," like I love you, and Melissa's a little bit, she's uh, why stop one husband? Cassandra Johnson said. Cassandra, yeah, and you guys, Hagatha is great. Please make sure you like and subscribe and follow Hagatha. She's awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. Peter. Do you prefer Peter or Perfect Peter? Like,
You can just call me Peter now. That's
do people call you PP?
yeah.
Sometimes.
That's funny because I do use that acronym when I'm
Oh,
talking about it in Messenger or something.
well, just easier, I mean,
Yeah.
you could always perfect the language, right? And um, Melissa has maybe Joni is saying there's an echo when you are talking to Melissa, you hear an echo if she's sitting down with her legs open.
Oh, I thought she meant an echo, like right now.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe that's what she was referring to as Melissa's echo. Yeah, all good, love. Oh, she's trying to give me a cue that it's all good, that I didn't offend her or hurt her feelings.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. That's and I think we could all maybe. So wait, so am I echoing? Is there an echo, people?
Oh, and Hagatha, I forgot to mention too that I am tripolar. And so that's another, a label or an illness that they gave me that's not in the books because I'm so different and so, eclectic and it just, well,
Wow.
that's the wrong word. Eccentric. They couldn't think of a name, so they came up with a new diagnosis and they call me tripolar. So
Oh,
I'm not bipolar, I'm tripolar.
wow, how unique. So you know what? You know what? I'll tell you, Peter. What's better than checking all the boxes is to actually be able to make your own new box and check it.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, you are extraordinary, really. I love that.
Thank you.
Tripolar.
Yes.
Wait, Peter is a people pleaser, are you?
I am. I am. I really am. I try to make people laugh and I try to bring out the best in people. And for the longest time I was afraid to talk and I was afraid to and that's one thing that you honestly encouraged me to do. You inspired me. And I have to give
Oh,
credit to you because I
oh,
watch your videos, I follow you, and I've even seen you at some of the rallies. And although we do have different, and I was hoping that it wouldn't, there wouldn't be any problems with this, but we might have different political beliefs. I really do follow like your teachings of speaking up and being proud of yourself and having a voice.
well, a lot of those situations I'm in is really Marquina. And a lot of you may not know who Marquina is. She's my wife, my trans black wife. I mean, she's a trans lady, but she's black. Anyway, but I'm thinking her politics are a little different than mine. And she'll say, "Hey, August, you want to go with me today? I'm going to go somewhere." I go, "Okay, we'll go along and hang out." And all of a sudden, I find myself in these situations, and I'm like, "How did I get here?" Like the time she took me to the Trump Hotel, it's like, "Why am I here?" We actually saw the president drive by in his
Oh,
car. He waved.
that's right, Hagatha. You don't like Trump.
No, but Marquina does, and she kind of puts me in these situations, and I'm starting to think that she likes this person.
Yeah,
Um,
I think she does because I was on one of your lives and I made a comment and she just jumped on me. And I said, I love you, Marquina. And yeah,
Marie says, "Peter, can you do me reading, please? You are so cut. Are you cut or uncut?"
so cut. Oh, cut. Yes, I am.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that was Hoggins. I think that was part of the problem. I think they cut too much off. I think I got really chopped, but I think that was part. I mean, I don't think I was ever meant to be well endowed to begin with, but I think that they chopped too much off. So when it's really, I look like I have a little clitoris, and if I did grow a bush, there would just be a little stump sticking out of it. It would look like that.
So really, in all actuality, to masturbate, all you probably really have to do is kind of just rub it like this,
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
maybe go back and forth in your underwear, and it'll like kind of bring you pleasure on the fabric or something.
It's super, super easy.
Well, God, you're lucky. Do you now?
Yeah.
Do you use a urinal or do you sit down and pee?
Well, if I sit down and pee, I will pee over the. I'll pee into the toilet. You know what I mean? Because it shoots straight out. It doesn't shoot down.
Right.
So I have to stand and I have to squat and I have to like thrust forward, kind of like Trump does when he's speaking. So I have to thrust forward to make sure that my stream goes into the toilet.
I would imagine you would have to like dab with a wad of toilet paper or something.
Yes. It's very much like being a female, of course.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, but Peter, I have to sit down and pee
Yes.
because the nature of my clitoris, it is always recessed, even though it's large. But when I sit down, gravity tends to pull the fupa down further, and it pulls it into the toilet bowl. And what happens is the urine just kind of dribbles out of the hole like a weak geyser or something, like a leak in a pipe, and it just kind of dribbles out and runs down the fupa, and then it drips off the bottom of the fupa into the bowl. So I tend to, that area of my fupa tends to be a little stained, and sometimes it gets a little irritation from, I'm assuming, all of the maybe the acids or whatever that is in the urine.
Yes.
Is it possible Peter is too misgendered?
No, no, I don't think that's the case. I think that I'm perfectly gendered. I'm asexual.
And do you watch pornography at all?
No,
No.
no, no desire.
What do you do when you're not selling crystals or flipping burgers at McDonald's?
Truthfully, I'm either reading books or I'm looking something up online or I'm trying to better myself and get more knowledge because just because I'm a genius and I'm perfect, that doesn't mean I don't have all the knowledge in the world. So I am always trying to gain more knowledge and more insight in things. I was talking to the gentleman that was on your live the one day, and I I guess he said he was coming on. I guess you said you're having him on, Sheriff Hunter.
Yes.
And I just recently found out what he does, and I think that's pretty cool. We were just messaging, and he said that he really wanted to catch this live. So
Yes, and he's gonna come back on Wednesday. He we might have that conversation. I mean, it didn't go too well last time. So you have talked to him,
yes, not
right? Verbal.
verbally.
Is he a nice young man?
He seems very nice. He
Yeah.
really does. He seems like he's seeking knowledge, like he wants to learn. And I made the comment to him, if he's on here, I hope this is, I'm not sharing something that he thinks is too private, but I made the comment to him. I said, do you understand what satire and parody is? Because I don't know if he quite did. And he goes, I do now. And I'm going to issue an apology to Hagatha because I don't know. So that he just made that comment.
Okay, so Peter gives off his army macho vibe. Were you in the army?
Oh, Scott. Oh no, dear. I would never shoot somebody. I could never do that, Scott. I would not want to hurt any living creature.
Now, Peter, I have a list of questions here that I asked my other guests, and so I'm going to ask you. I don't ask all of them. I just pick some at random. Peter, what turns you off?
Idiocracy. I have a very low tolerance for people that are stupid. And when I say stupid, I say that in the most loving way. I
Yes.
can give quick example that'll take 2 seconds. We had a waitress. She just so happened to be a lesbian, but that's not important. We had a waitress and she was so dumb. She never got our orders right. And I would get so annoyed going in there and eating. It would ruin my whole meal and I would go nuts because she would never get the order right. I cannot tolerate, and I'm not talking about just being dumb, but being like idiotic, no common sense, dumb.
I could see that. So did you just eat the food she gave you and it was wrong?
Yeah, well, we asked to take it back like 2 different times, and it would be wrong when she would even take it back.
That's
Yeah.
terrible. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, you know what? I feign away from using the curse words. I
Okay.
don't, but I mean, I do cut. Like I will when I want to, highlight something instead of
Yeah.
using caps, I'll say fuck that.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were more like gosh darn it or something. So ew,
Well, yeah, I probably should be, but
or dad gummit.
yeah,
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes you can't hold back and you just say the F word, huh?
yes, yes.
Okay, what profession other than your own that you do right now at McDonald's, what would be another one you would like to attempt?
Um, Probably CEO for an international company that works with China because I'm fascinated by China.
Are you?
I don't
What,
know why. I'm just
what
fascinated by how I don't know much about it. It's like you don't get to learn much because they're communist. And so
right.
I don't get to know much about what goes on in the inner everyday life of a Chinese person.
Yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, we don't China is a mystery, but we are to believe every single number is correct on COVID deaths that they give
Right.
us. What sound or noise do you hate?
What sound or noise do I hate? Oh my goodness. Agatha, you had to ask this question. And I love cats. I have two of my own. Kittens meowing, like when they're like meowing because they want something, and babies crying. I know I sound horrible, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, but I just the sound of babies crying, just I just want to pull if they do it for like 2 seconds or a minute, I can handle that. After that, it's like I want to pull my hair out. And when a baby's crying in distress, not if a baby's going like, but like if it's going,
so you're kind of probably more angry at neglectful parents.
well, yeah, I guess that would be part of it, but it's more just the sound. I think that I can't
Oh, yeah.
handle the sound. It's too imperfect for my ears.
Well, see, there used to be a time, when I used to be a little girl, and well, boy, they misgendered me. But when I would cry, my grandma did not hesitate to pick me up and take me out to the car. Because, what right do I have to ruin a restaurant experience for everybody around me? So,
Wow. Was
yes.
your grandmother abusive?
She wasn't abusive. She just let you know who's boss. And she let you know which behaviors were acceptable and which ones weren't. And she was not afraid to back up the verbal punishment with a pinch, maybe a little tap on my bottom to really, make sure
Which I think's okay. Yeah, I think that's adequate.
Well, it works for animals, so why wouldn't it work for humans?
Right.
We're just big animals. That's it. With two legs.
Right.
Peter, if today was your last day, what would you eat today?
If today was my last day to being alive,
Yes, and you could eat anything on the planet that you wanted to eat.
I would eat crab legs. I love crab legs.
Do you?
Yeah,
And
I have a soft spot for them.
so you would just eat crab legs all day long.
Well, no, I would actually do other things. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
eating would be the last thing that I didn't think that was part of the question. Eating
you
would be the
all
last thing.
all day long. You can eat 3 meals and snacks.
Oh,
What would you eat?
uh, I would eat. Oh, I would eat crab legs and lobster and just shrimp and just eat all of the goodies that I've always wanted to eat, and then I would probably go out and exalt. And if I could catch a flight somewhere, I would love to like be sitting by the Grand Canyon or something like that to pass. But
Yeah.
I actually have this is a weird side note. I have a fascination with death. Unlike most people, I look forward to the day that I die. Some people are afraid. I'm not afraid. I look forward to that day.
You know what, Peter? I'm with you. I'm not afraid to die because I already know what it's like to live. So
Right.
I am one who does seek knowledge, and I the unknown bugs me, and I like to know things. So who knows what happens after death? I want to know.
Right. Me too.
Yeah. Peter, wait. Chris Piper says that Lyd Bond is a hottie.
Oh, Chris and Lyd have a thing going on. I think that Chris is trying to get with Lyd. Let me see if I can see that too. Yeah. So, oh, Sheriff is on here. Hi, Sheriff.
Yeah, Sheriff is here.
Um,
Somebody
working with the pedo. If he wants to know about me working with the pedophiles, we work with them in therapeutic manner. Sheriff, we didn't. I mean, they were like MRDD. They were mentally retarded pedophiles. They weren't pedophiles like some are. If that answers your question, Sheriff, or you can message me afterwards, or we can talk on Messenger, and I'll be happy to explain that to you.
Now, Peter, did Sheriff send you a topless picture of himself?
No, he did not.
I know a lot
He
of people.
seems like a very appropriate man. But he's very intriguing. He wants to learn more. He wants to understand like what makes people tick and why they do certain things.
That's smart. That's
Yeah.
a higher intelligence.
A higher level of functioning intelligence, of course.
A lot of people don't care. They just see things one way and that's it, and they'll never change. But
Right. And he's not like that.
Sheriff Hunter says, "Do you think a pedo can be cured?" Hold on.
Sheriff, that is a really hard question. In my experience, I'm being serious here too.
Sure.
Working with people I used to own group homes for developmentally disabled individuals, and in my experience, the recidivism rate is so high; it's mostly like 97%. So the quick answer to that would be no, in my opinion. It would be no, that they cannot be. That's mine, Sheriff. I don't know if you found that to be the case or not, but in my experience, no, I don't think so. Is it possible? Yeah, I think anything's possible. But
Right.
it just in my experience, like 97, and if you look it up and look at any of the research or any of the studies, 97% of them still have the thoughts, even if they're not. It's like just like a guy in the closet, right? A gay man or a straight man that's in the closet that likes gay men or whatever. It's in their thoughts still. They might not act on it, but they're thinking about it.
You know what? It's to me, it's kind of like if you would. I think that no one would trust a reformed pedophile. I mean, would you trust them to work in a preschool or to babysit your children?
Oh no, no. And ours
Right. So
we're not allowed to. They weren't even allowed to be around children. They had to be.
right.
Then we had one that had 2-on-1 supervision because he was so dangerous.
Well, it's kind of like would you put a crack addict in a crack house?
Right.
I mean, it's I don't. I mean, what I don't know which way to go with it because yeah, I would never trust a pedophile with my children. Peter, I don't know if you know this, but me and Marquina are going to have a simulated baby.
Yes, I do. I follow you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Yes, they are the darkness. Virus 2020 says they are the darkness. Are you talking about pedophiles?
I think he might be talking about both of us. I don't think I don't think he's very favorable towards us or towards you at least. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You know what? This is the thing with me, Peter. I have a very diverse audience. And the diversity comes more than in colors. For some reason, people love superficial diversity. I like diversity in all forms. You know,
Me
it
too.
it seems that the public at large is sort of I want to say getting less tolerant and sort of getting dumbed down. They don't want any sort of different ideas or thoughts or anything. They just want to hear what they want to hear all the time.
Right.
And it's kind of like they've whittled diversity down into whether you have a tan or not. And I don't know. I think that's really kind of elementary and not perfect to put it in your put it in your terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like diversity of all kinds. So people may not like it. Some people will, but you know what? They're still watching.
Yes.
So there's something they like. There's something. Maybe they
And
can't put their finger on it.
exactly. And
Yeah.
you so eloquently pointed out in your you were a little, I think, two sheets under the wind or to the wind when we were having a little discussion on
It,
live last time.
it
But
happened.
you made a very good comment, and that is that even us in Hagatha and Perfect Peter, there's an element in us that is based in
Truth.
reality and in the situation where there's something like, for me, for example, when I talk about being bullied throughout high school and being pushed into lockers and stuff like that, that's the truth. That's not made up. That's a part of me that's brought me to where I'm at today, and to the point where I'm going to be brave and I'm going to speak my mind.
You know what? Yes, and you know what you brought. I know we're going a little over right now, but and I'm
I'm
gonna.
sorry.
No, it's me. I'll we'll wrap it up in a minute, but it's like it. I had that same experience in high school. It was probably one of the darkest part of my life. I couldn't go into the locker room. The other people wouldn't allow me in there because they thought that there was something wrong with me and they didn't want me to see them change. And me and a friend who had the same experience actually had to change our clothes outside, wrapped up in a towel. I think, not to mention other work experiences of people, pointing at me, laughing, whatever. But I think a lot of the youth of today sort of enjoy living vicariously through those old experiences and sort of want to be outraged for us, or I don't know. I think people are they are living, how can I put it? They are talking about experiences they didn't have, but they're pretending like they're outraged and hurt by it. And I
Right.
and I think there's a big segment of our society that kind of just sits home angry and they don't know why. you know? I mean,
Indeed.
the rights of people have come so far, and people still pretend that we haven't come this far. And I don't understand that. That's what I don't get.
I agree.
The need to be in perpetual anger. I don't get it.
I don't either.
I mean,
Anger has no place in my existence. I don't like it. I don't like the feeling. I've been angry before. I don't like when I'm angry. I don't like how I feel. I don't like anything about it.
right. And you know what? Not every place is for you, which is why, you know what? All of a sudden you see all these safe spaces coming up, which is kind of weird because the world is opened up to everybody, but you can only walk through. You have to turn the knob and walk through the door and make your own place. You don't really gain anything by segregating yourself and making your own little secret club and just sitting there with all the club members. I don't know. I think people need to be healthy and kind of get out and mingle with other people. But that's just me. That's worked in my life anyway.
Definitely.
Well, Peter, I don't know if you have anything to plug that you want to say. I know you have a crystal site or something. Would you do you want to tell us what that's called? I will pop that up here for on a link for people to see.
Well, I do have a crystal site. It's called Crystal Gardens. If anybody would like, if you want to like and follow Perfect Peter. If you don't want to like Perfect Peter and just follow it or whatever, and you want to send a message to Perfect Peter, I will send you all the information and I will get back to everybody individually, and I will get back with you. I promise. It might be a little bit, but I promise to get back with you, and then I can give you all the information you'd like to see if you want to do that. And thank you so much for having me today. I really enjoyed this experience, and it was really nice communing with you.
Oh, you're welcome. I enjoyed having you. Thank you. I'm going to put the link up to your crystal page right now. Okay, so anyway, you guys, we'll be back on Wednesday. The gift thing is kind of lightening up, which is fine, and I got a couple bad gifts last week. So we'll see what's in the mailbox this week.
I have a quick question. Was that really real feces in there?
Uh-huh.
Or was it chocolate or something else?
I don't know. I didn't smell it. I don't know. I have no idea. I didn't. I just put it away.
How horrible.
Yes. So I don't know how that's going to work, but you know what? This format, you know what? People love when I have viewers come on and talk, and maybe turn it into a it's so funny. People said, we should turn it into like a Jerry Springer type of thing. People like the confrontations. They do. They like the confrontation.
Right.
So, we're all home, sitting at home bored. So, I don't know, maybe let's get some, some energy on a show. We'll have some people over on and, and hash some issue out. I don't know. Tell someone they want a divorce, breakup. I don't know. Well, this is all organic, and I just see how it goes, But anyway, Peter, thank you so much for joining us. I had a great time, and you know what? We've kept over 100 people watching this whole time.
That's awesome. I'm so happy, and thank you so much.
Thank you, Peter. Have a good day, and bye, everybody. Thank you all.
You